you're going to a facility that the international community believes in. There will be service protocols with the International Hospital Kampala to ensure that they live up to our expectations of this accreditation. Over to you.
So now continue up to 22.
Okay, the number 20. What is the local content in the project, and why does government rely heavily on foreign companies to construct such key facilities? This is your question. Answer it. Number 20.
If you say that an investor is coming in Uganda to construct a hospital, and you are giving that investor land and also money for construction and other equipment, what is the investor investing? How does that person qualify to be an investor? When you are giving the company land and then money for construction and equipment, and then the hospital is constructed and this one retains it for 8 years, collecting money for what? Are we paying for an idea? Are we paying for supervision? What is exactly this investor carrying right now into Uganda? 2, you said that the investor proposed it to His Excellency the President in February 2013. You see, our President doesn't stand on the streets. It is not easy to reach the President. How does an investor reach a president to make a proposal? Because some Ugandans have very good ideas. They would like to know where you meet the president and you give him a proposal. And so, I remember one time His Excellency, when he wrote in his book, he was condemning a system during Vinaisa's time, that, you know, State House during Vinaisa's time had become a clearance house. People would walk there with the deals, and then Vinaisa as the president will approve. And I know His Excellency doesn't like that type of work.
The concept of international hospital should not be looked at only in the eyes of these other particular. It should be looked at the issue of training, the issue of management for it, the issue of equipping it over 6 years. So the cost of money for 6 years, I can assure you that you yes, yeah.
What would have been different if government of Uganda gave a guarantee to this organization to raise its funds, and at the point when it is through with the construction, that in order for us to acquire, that we go for a loan? Would that have been much more straightforward?
Can you repeat it, please?
The minister was very clear in his explanation as to why they opted for promissory notes. That the taxpayers of this country are already overburdened with the loans, which indeed we have. I am now asking him as to whether it wouldn't have been prudent for government of Uganda to guarantee a loan, just to guarantee, to give a guarantee, so that this organization, this institution, goes ahead to raise funds based on the guarantee given by government, and it goes ahead and constructs this hospital upon completion at the 8th year, that we as a country got a loan in order to pay it off. Wouldn't that be much more